It's Kat. Welcome back to Case Cleanup, the uninvited, mouthy little gremlin sibling of Hot Mess Murder Club where we clean up the facts, the lies, and the audacity. This is one of those cases you don't just stumble across. No, you have to dig it out of the trash, shake off the flies, and realize the bag is still fucking leaking. And this is Grant Amato. And his forehead. Okay, let's get into it. In June 2018, Grant Amato was 29 years old and already setting fire to his own life. He was suspended, then fired from his nursing job on suspicion of stealing the sedatives and improperly administering medication to patients. So now Grant is unemployed, disgraced, and suddenly has a lot of free time. And instead of fixing his life like an adult, he isolated himself and became obsessed with a Bulgarian webcam model named Sylvie. Now, Sylvie was not his girlfriend, not even his partner. She was a paid fantasy. And Grant poured all of his energy into that obsession while pouring all of his family's money straight down the shitter. And it got to the point that Grant wasn't just spiraling. He was actively stealing from his own family to keep this weird fantasy alive. He drained money directly from his father Chad and his brother Cody. And when that wasn't enough, he took out a fucking loan on his parents' house, literally leveraging the roof over their heads to fund his online fucked up obsession. All in all, Grant stole approximately $200,000 from his own family. And that's when things stopped being really uncomfortable and started being unfucking believable. After discovering the scope of the theft, his family placed him in a voluntary treatment center in South Florida just before Christmas, hoping to stop the obsession before it completely destroyed him. And them. Now that's voluntary, meaning he could leave whenever he wanted. And surprise, he did. Grant wandered off the facility grounds and returned home on January 5th, 2019, before completing the program. Not because he was cured, but because he was done pretending. In a letter Grant wrote, he admitted that he only stayed long enough to be able to convince my family that I was fine and able to be released. And somehow, despite everything, they let him come home. But this time, they weren't fucking around. His parents gave him a written list of rules to continue living at home. Rule number 1, 0 contact with Sylvie. Rule number 2, get a fucking job. And rule number 3, follow the rules or kick fucking rocks. And this wasn't meant to be a punishment. No, this was the last boundary before they had to cut him loose. And instead of following the rules, Grant used his mom's cell phone to contact the webcam model anyway. And when his father found out, Grant was ordered to pack his shit and get the fuck out of the house. And that moment, when the money, the fantasy, and the safety net all slammed shut, is what precipitated the murders of his parents and his brother. So let's be clear here. This wasn't confusion. This wasn't some mental fog people like to hide behind. No. This was a grown man being told no and decided that killing his parents and brother was an acceptable fucking response. So on January 24th, 2019, inside the Amato home in Florida, the killings unfolded in a way that makes it very clear that this was all planned. Margaret Amato was shot at her desk where she was seated. Chad Amato was shot in the kitchen when he arrived home. His lunch bag was nearby, still with him. Cody Amato was shot in the doorway to the garage, positioned as if he had just walked in. After killing his brother, Grant placed the gun near Cody's body in some fucked up attempt to make it look like a murder-suicide. The bodies were discovered the next morning after Cody failed to show up for work and a call came into the police to do a welfare check. After the murders, Grant didn't call for help. He didn't wait around for consequences. No. This little fucker took off. And after a 24-hour manhunt, that's right, only 24 hours, he was found at a hotel in Orlando. When they finally got him in the interrogation room, Grant offered differing stories, including claims of domestic violence in the home and allegations that his father had threatened to kill him. But none of it lined up. The cops weren't buying it. It just didn't match the evidence. And none of it explained why 3 people were dead and his ass was hiding in a hotel. Ultimately, Grant was charged and convicted of 3 counts of first-degree murder, life in prison without parole, in a correctional institution in Daytona Beach, Florida. His appeal was denied in May of 2021. And then, because he just couldn't sit in prison and shut the fuck up, In March 2025, it was revealed that Grant Amato was involved in a murder-for-hire plot from behind bars, sending text messages using a smuggled phone, which was probably in somebody's asshole, with Victoria Goodwin, wife of Ghost Adventure star Aaron Goodwin. Victoria Goodwin was arrested and charged in the conspiracy, but Grant didn't catch any further charges. Probably catch these hands, though. And that's it. That's the Grant Amato case. Obsession, entitlement, and a brutal triple murder sparked by the moment accountability finally arrived. So hey, I think we did pretty good. Thanks for watching me talk about this episode's absolute piece of shit in human form. And be sure to follow Hot Mess Murder Club, the deep dive murder cases from start to finish. We have new episodes dropping every Monday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. And yeah, we're also on YouTube. Fucking obviously. And that's it. Okay. That's it. Get the fuck out of my house. Goodbye.
Say bye, Kiki.